Let me tell you something that most young men won't admit. You are wasting your life and you don't even realize it. The same guys that you went to school with or college with, they might be winning, and you are stuck in the same cycle, doing the same things again and again, and in the same place that you were a year ago. And I'm a winner. I'm building a six pack and a six-figure business. And it's not like we are way smarter than you or we are superior than you or we have some sort of superpower that you don't have. We all have the same amount of 24 hours in a day, and the only difference is that we played the game differently. And you can absolutely reach where you are, and you can stop setting yourself and setting your life in a way that you will fail. When I say this, you won't believe me, but I have Bangladeshi friends who make five figures a month working from their home and they don't even know how to speak English properly. And if they can do it, if I can do it, so why can't you? So in this video, I'll show you exactly why most men fail, especially young men, and how you can start flipping the scripts from today. So buckle up, let's get started. So first of all, let's get into the reason and the root cause of it all. So the reason number one is chasing short-term pleasure and instant wins. We check Instagram every 2 minutes. We want instant dopamine, instant pleasure, instant achievements. So that makes us stuck in the same cycle again and again. The same dopamine that we were supposed to, getting real life achievements, doing something real, winning in the real world, we get that same dopamine from doing something that doesn't even exist in the real world, like playing video games, watching social media, consuming tons and tons of content, and we're always mentally masturbating ourselves with the thoughts of achievements and thinking as if we have done something, feeling motivated, but in the reality, you are just in the same place where you were. And people want everything instant, so they get stuck in trading scams, they get stuck in betting app scams, and or they get stuck in the job that they hate and they just don't want to be in that job. Most people think like, I'm gonna work this much and I want this much money and I want this instantly, and that's not how you will be able to win in the long term. You have to think for the long term. And the reason number two is lack of discipline and consistency. I know a lot of guys who want to have a fit body. I know a lot of guys who want to have a six-figure business, seven-figure business, want to have their own car, their own house, their own this, their own that, but they're not doing anything for it. Every single person wants it, but they are not doing it. And if you just want it, it won't even matter much because you have to do it to get it. And remember that Rome was not built in a day. And there's this verse in the Bible that says, "For God cannot be mocked, as a man sows, so shall he also reap." So whatever you are sowing right now, whatever you are doing right now, every single day, it's going to compound. You're going to eventually face the results of the actions that you're doing today. If you're training every single day, if you're eating right, guess what you're going to get? You're going to get a fit body, you're going to get a healthy body. But if you're eating junk food, if you're wasting your time, if you're not training properly, what are you going to get? You're going to get a sick body and you're not going to be fit. Right? And it's the same with business as well. It's the same with finances as well. If you're not learning today, if you're not trying today, if you're not working today, then you cannot expect anything to happen out of the sky and you just win instantly. So you must not have lack of discipline and consistency. And most people mistake discipline with motivation. They think that discipline works the same as motivation does. You wake up, you feel like hitting the gym, you feel like working super hard. But to be honest with you guys, I absolutely hate lifting weights. I absolutely hate going to the gym, but I do it regardless, and that's called discipline. I absolutely hate typing emails to people who I don't know. I absolutely hate handling all the business logistics, all this and that, but I have to do it. Why? Because I'm disciplined. I don't rely on motivation. And I'm consistent. And it's been almost 6-7 months that I'm hitting the gym consistently, and I don't see heavy muscles on my body. That doesn't mean that I just quit the gym. And consistency is absolutely required. I wouldn't be surprised if after 6 months of more consistency in the gym, I'll have a ripped body because I was consistent every single day. Reason number three, following the wrong advice or environment. If you're surrounded by lazy people, if you're surrounded with wrong advice, bad advice all around you, you are going to be the same like that. Your circle is quietly deciding your future. And to be more open with you guys, if I listen to my parents, I will probably be in Korea by now carrying some pig shit. And I have a baseline in my life and I have this basic mindset in my life that I will never ever take advice from people I don't want to be like. I will never listen financial advice from a poor person. I will never listen fitness advice from a fat person. And I will never receive spiritual advice from someone who doesn't even know who God is. And I try my best to only hang out with winners, and I try my best to avoid losers, but it seems very hard to me. So the main point is you must avoid wrong advice and you must avoid wrong environments. Just because the advice is from your parents does not mean the advice is right. My mom and my relatives advised me a lot, saying, "Oh, buy a house, get a wife at 22 years old." And I'm like, okay. So now let's start changing your mindset, and everything starts in the mind. Your thoughts lead to action. So when you change the core mindset, your life will change because everything is operating from your mindset. So the first mindset that we have to change is stop chasing instant gratification. I am sick and tired of looking at this posts on Instagram, guys and girls promoting try this business, make money quickly, get rich quick. All of this is nonsense and all of this is bullshit, because you will not make anything instantly right now today. It's almost impossible. If you don't have the skills to make money, if you don't have the ability to get paid, then who on earth will pay you, right? If you don't have a good product or service to sell, if you don't know how to sell that, then how on earth will you make money out of it, right? So instead of chasing instant money, instant gratification, you should chase delayed gratification. You should think for tomorrow. You should think on the long term. And instead of wasting your time and money and buying these nonsense courses online, you should learn a valuable skill there. So let me give you some skills. You can learn video editing, you can learn graphic designing, you can learn sales, copywriting, SEO, website building and managing, etc., etc. And if I had to have my top pick, I will pick sales, because you can be the best video editor in the world, but if you don't know how to sell your editing skills, then you won't get paid or you will get underpaid. So sales is one of the most important skills for me, and in my experience, I think sales is the number one skill that every single individual must have. Embrace responsibility. Winners take responsibility in life. I take absolute responsibility in my life because I know that what I do today will decide my future. I'm not here sitting blaming my parents, blaming my bloodline, blaming God for the hard times in my life. Every single day, I'm responsible for my actions, for my life, and for what I do and where I will reach and how will I reach, right? So stop playing the victim card and start being absolutely responsible and accountable in your life. Think long term. Your 20s are like the compound interest years. You must build habits that pay off later. That's where life skills, money skills, relationship skills come in importance. You need to take action today and spend your time and energy wisely focusing on the life that you will have later. You should live every single day thinking that you are building something long term, something for the future, not just instantly, not just for now, not just for today. I'm a man of action. So now let me give you some actionable steps that you can take right away after you finish watching this video. Audit your day. Write down every hour you spend. Write down how you spent your day. Write down what did you do today. Analyze your actions, your mindset. How are you thinking? So basically analyze your day and ask yourself if today was a winning day or a losing day. And find out your mistakes. Find out the improvements that you have to make. Find out the areas where you wasted a lot of time and energy, and try your best to not make those mistakes again tomorrow. Build one daily good habit. Pick one good habit that is going to help you in your life. That could be reading a book, that could be doing some push-ups, that could be learning to save some money, that could be learning a skill. So build good habits day by day. That could be as basic as even making your bed. Once you start building small good habits, it's going to compound and your whole life is going to change. Level up your circle. Surround yourself with ambitious men who challenge you. Start watching content that inspires you and helps you elevate yourself. And if you don't have a lot of ambitious men around you, like the same problem I'm having, you can connect with people online, you can join communities, you can, watch content that inspire you every single day. Track your progress. You should write down your goals and look at your goals every single day, every morning. So once you look at your goals, once you see your goals, you will know exactly why are you doing what you are doing and what you want to achieve in what time frame. So that's going to help you be more and more accountable, and that's going to help you be more motivated throughout the day. Track your wins and losses every single week. Look, study your week, study the journals that you have written during the week so that you can find out where your life is heading towards and how your life is going on. Momentum absolutely comes from visual progress. So once you see yourself like, oh, this week I did not scroll that much, this week I did not waste that much time, this week I learned something valuable, you will be grateful and you will be more disciplined and you will have that momentum and you will have that feeling of progress inside of you. And you're going to feel proud of yourself when you look at yourself in the mirror. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. And remember that winners are not born, they are built. And start building yourself today. And remember that time is running out, so you must have a sense of urgency. And I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care. God bless you.